back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Preston Smith there on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Jones gets past one man. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
We need team. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Rush in. 26. Rush in.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Okay, over here. Check out.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Switch it.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and this is incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Mike, check. Hey, wahoo! Get that quarterback, D-line. Yeah, Liz. D-line, get that quarterback. Go right. Switch. Joker.
Hey.
Check 30.
Mike 5-9.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 10-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Ryan. Man open open. That's Calvin Ridley. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The pass receiver turned in. To a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves. He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This time Ryan will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Hey, red players. Check.
Running right, Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First down, Falcons.
Ready. 25. 44. Wildfield. Hey, 59. Ready. Safety's creeping. Go.
On first down, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Packers' 19-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
in search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers again now. And he's got Peake. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Right there. 50. Charlie. Don't left Charlie.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers now to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. but it does get away and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
Ryan now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Play action. Ryan. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete in the end zone. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
To throw again. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25. Yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get this...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ryan finding Julio out wide. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan is going to float this, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Again, Ryan. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Inside. 150. Hey, Charlie.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
88. 59's Mike. 59. Back north. Check. 59. I'm coming.
Rodgers to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. Jump out! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right now. You got 58. Come on, D. 36. 36.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All day. All day. Mike's 54. Mike's 50. 30. Blue Dan. Blue Dan. Hey, black. Strong right.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get 300. Get 300.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Down. Ready. 280. 65. 58. 65. Slap.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 280.
Mike's Popo.
Hey, they scared.
Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
All right,
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
45's the mic. Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 27-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on 2nd and 16, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and long.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 45 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 45. Hey, Delta. 45. You ain't doing nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Mike. Check.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
What we got? Go over here. Tighten up. Yeah, Liz.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Peak. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 54. You. All right. Whip. Wipe out. Check. Hey, 88.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdes-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, let's go.
At 25.
Key tight end, key tight end.
Hey, Sal, what is that?
They'll run it with Jones.
Time go.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see